Dolphins fans, I am Will Scott. You're watching another edition of Dolphins Today. Thanks so much for tuning in. We got some rumors to discuss on today's show. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel because if news breaks, we have you covered. Dalvin might be a Dolphin pretty soon. Have I been saying that for months? Yes. But he could still be a Dolphin pretty soon. If that happens, we're going to have you guys covered. So make sure you subscribe. Also, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live and when we put out videos. Is Dalvin Cook going to be a Dolphin? Maybe. Does he want to be a Dolphin? Yes. Dalvin Cook went on SiriusXM NFL Radio yesterday and said he would be, quote, a perfect fit with the Dolphins. Here is what he said on SiriusXM yesterday. As a running back, you look for a certain scheme, and I know the scheme that I'm good in, and that's outside zone, and that's what the Miami Dolphins run. So it's like, it'd be a perfect fit, and the roster, like you said, speaks for itself. Dalvin Cook wants to be a Dolphin. This has been obvious. This has been something we've known for months, that Dalvin Cook wants to come home to the 305. He is from Miami. When he was released, I think he wanted to be a Dolphin. He still wants to be a Dolphin. The question is, are the Dolphins willing to maybe meet him in the middle, able to work out a contract? But Dalvin wants to come home. We have known this. Here is what he also said in this interview. I want to go and be the piece that can just help somebody win and get over the hump. And whatever that situation comes with, if it comes with me taking less reps, interesting, but me being in the perfect situation to hold up that trophy, I don't mind. I just want to go somewhere I can just get the ball and just help somebody win and turn to the next page. Dalvin Cook knows what you say when you say Miami. You're talking Super Bowl. He knows the Dolphins have a Super Bowl caliber roster, and he wants to go to an organization that can help him win his first title. That's all he cares about is winning. And that last quote we just showed you was very interesting to me because my concern, before that quote at least, with Dalvin coming to the Dolphins was he might not get as many reps, right, with the Dolphins as he would in some other places, maybe like the Patriots and the Bills. If he comes to Miami, he is going to be in a loaded room with Raheem Mostert, with Devon Achane. I don't know if he's going to get as many reps. He doesn't care about reps. All he cares about is winning. That's what I like to hear. Dalvin Cook also said this. A lot of people got me pegged going back home to the Fins. A lot of people got me going to the Jets. It's all over the place right now. But what's going to be important for me is just going to that right situation and helping someone turn the page. He brought up two teams yesterday in that interview, the Dolphins and the Jets. You can't let the Jets get this guy. I understand that you really don't need Dalvin. You don't want to overpay him. But you cannot let Dalvin Cook go to the Jets because I think Dalvin's going to have a really good year. He's coming off yet another 1,000-yard season, but he was not fully healthy last year. Now he's healthy. He's hungry to put up those numbers that we saw in 2020 when he rushed for over 15 touchdowns and over 1,500 yards. So when I look at Dalvin Cook, I see a player that's hungry, a player that wants to win, a player that's going to be really good in whatever system he's in next year. You cannot let this guy go to your biggest rival. Producer Nick Roloff, you're a Patriots fan, but I would say the Jets are the Dolphins' biggest rival right now. I really do. Yeah, the Patriots, they're a big rival. Yeah, the Bills, but the Jets right now, I just feel like what's happened this offseason, they're the team I want to beat the most in this division. You cannot let the Jets get Dalvin Cook. It cannot happen. If you have to maybe spend an extra $1 million or $2 million that you weren't willing to spend otherwise to be able to land Dalvin to prevent him from going to New York, you get that done. Because if you sign Dalvin Cook, you become an even better Super Bowl, an even better team, and an even better Super Bowl contender. Do you want to sign Dalvin Cook? Type S for sign or type P for pass down in the comments section. Let me know. If you don't type S for sign after that pitch that I just gave y'all, I don't know what y'all are doing. But type S for sign, P for pass. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So an ad break comes, go down, chime in, let me know. Do you want to sign Dalvin Cook? The ones that type pass are probably typing pass because the Dolphins already have a really good running back room. In no particular order, I understand that it's RB1, RB2 on this list, but in no particular order, your top three backs are clear. Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, Devon Achane. I think Devon Achane, if you don't sign Dalvin Cook, is the reason you don't sign Dalvin Cook in order to get him more reps in his rookie year, because I think this guy is going to be phenomenal. However, like I mentioned earlier, signing Dalvin Cook makes you a better football team. Right now, the Dolphins are a legit Super Bowl contender. But if you sign a guy like Dalvin Cook, that increases your chances even more so to be holding up that Lombardi trophy. It makes you a better football team. Do you need him? Not necessarily. You have a good running back room, but he makes you better. He increases your chances at getting to the Super Bowl. Dalvin even said himself, he doesn't really care about how many reps he gets. All he cares about is winning. That's what I like to hear. This guy wants to win football games. He can do that in Miami. And when you say Miami, talking Super Bowl. And when you say great deals, you're talking about chatsports.com/Dolphins long sleeve. Producer Nick Roloff couldn't believe this when I told him before the show. Right now, you can get this long sleeve for $22. It's a phenomenal deal. But you know what? I'm hearing from our friends over Fanatics. It's not going to last long. This deal might even be down by the end of the day. So go and take advantage of this long sleeve on sale right now. Chatsports.com/Dolphins long sleeve. Look, as you can tell, I'm not the most ripped guy, right? I don't necessarily love wearing short sleeve shirts out and about. I like wearing the long sleeves, right? Chatsports.com/Dolphins long sleeve. That link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Go and pick up that sweet throwback long sleeve shirt. The Reuben Foster rumors are back. Could he be coming to Miami? We talked about this guy a lot last offseason. Not as much as we talked about J.C. Treader last offseason, hashtag JC to Miami. But Reuben Foster was a name that we discussed, and his agent says he is working on a training camp deal for Foster and the Dolphins. Here is what his agent said. So this guy tweeted at him, "Sir, please get my brother Reuben Foster a camp invite to the Dolphins. They are in need of inside linebacker depth." Also, he knows McDaniel from his 49er days, and he's friends with Raekwon Davis and Tua. Appreciate you, fins up. His agent responded saying, "Sit tight. It's been in the works for a minute." So after a year of us not talking about Reuben Foster here on the channel, the Reuben Foster rumors are back, and they are glorious because we are hearing from his agent that he is working on a training camp deal trying to get Foster to Miami. It is worth noting that Foster had a workout with the Dolphins last offseason, did not get signed. He actually spent this past season in the USFL. He has not played in the National Football League since 2018. He was a first-round pick in the 17 draft by the Niners, had a really, really good rookie season, was one of the best defenders in the National Football League, one of the best rookie linebackers. He was arrested, though, for domestic violence in his second season. Prior to that, he received a 2-game suspension for violating the league's personal code of conduct policy. He was released by San Francisco, claimed off waivers by Washington, was not allowed to play the rest of the 2018 season. He tries to get back for 2019. He tore his ACL. So we have not seen this guy in the NFL in 5 years. But we have seen him play professional football since then. In fact, he played in the USFL for the Pittsburgh Maulers this season. So he does have experience in professional football the last 5 years. Had a pretty good year for Pittsburgh, tallied over 50 tackles and recorded an interception this season in the USFL. Taking a look at the Dolphins linebacker depth chart, you could certainly use some more depth at inside linebacker. There's been some conflicting reports about how David Long has looked early on in his Dolphins tenure here at OTAs and at minicamp. Channing Tindall, I really want this guy to have an opportunity. There's been some question marks around how he's been performing. So you could certainly use some more depth at this position, and I'm all for giving Reuben Foster a shot here in training camp. You would be signing him to probably just a camp deal, nothing crazy. Just give him a shot. It'd basically be a tryout during training camp and the preseason to see if he can make this roster. Let me know your thoughts on Twitter at WillScott44. I'm tweeting more about the Fins over on Twitter. Do you want to sign Reuben Foster? Type Y for yes or type N for no down in the comments section. Go down, let me know. Do you want to sign Reuben Foster? I'm all for giving this guy a camp deal, giving him a shot here with the Fins. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Dolphins News. Looking forward to talking to you guys again soon.